Hey, what's going on YouTube? John from the Triple J Sportsman here. I got my Remington 700 back from the gunsmith. About to go over the details real quick. So what he did was he did the detachable magazine, the KRG bolt knob, and he did the muzzle brake. All said and done, I think he really did a great job because he threaded the barrel and he put the muzzle brake on. He charged me $378, which I thought was a steal. This is a Wyatt detachable magazine. Now, obviously, yes, you have to take the floor plate out. To get the detachable magazine out, you need to hit this button right here, down in the trigger guard. And it was the same button that you had to hit for the floor plate. What I will say is the magazine is kind of finicky coming in and out. Now, it chambered fine. There was absolutely no problems chambering. No problems whatsoever, just getting it in and out. You gotta push it all the way in and really pull a little bit on it. And as you can see, I just got it out. This is the 10 rounder. It's kind of big. When I picked it up, I said, hey, order me a 5 rounder. He said, no problem. Cost me $50. So I have a 5 rounder on the way, cost me $50. Getting it back in now, you gotta line it up like perfectly, naturally, and you really, on top of it, you gotta jam it in there. And sometimes it doesn't go in, and that's my concern about this system. See if I can get it on the third try. It's just very finicky. There we go. The gunsmith said after a while the magazine will break into the gun. He said it dropped in, it fit in no problem. He didn't have to use a Dremel or anything like that. He says it went in very, very smoothly. Okay, so I said I was going to have the barrel fluted, and I was talking to the gunsmith, and he said it's not really a good idea because if he flutes the barrel and he takes too much metal out of one part, or if the fluting isn't perfect, over time the barrel can warp and basically screw up your accuracy. So I said no. However, he did thread the barrel for me, and he put this Vase muzzle brake on. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Vase muzzle brake on. It came like a nickel finish, and he wound up, painting over it to match the barrel. But it's good because you could shoot this prone. There's no holes on the bottom, so it won't kick up, dust into your face. Now, when I shot it, there was maybe the equivalent of a 20 gauge. That was the kick to the gun. And I honestly feel if I didn't have that muzzle brake on there, it was going to, kick a lot harder. I sighted it into 100 yards just to get it on paper, on target, and then I stretched it out to 400 steel plates, and I was hitting 400 steel plates, no problem. The gun was very consistent. I'm very happy with the work that's done to it. So when I was shooting it, I was having fun with it. I was putting rounds on target. I had good groups. I'm not gonna, count today's groups, but it was about 1.5, 2-inch MOA. It was just sighting it in and then working it out to 400 yards just to get a feel of the rifle. Tomorrow I'm going to go back to the range and I'm really going to hammer down on it. I'm going to see what I can get out of it at 100 yards. If I'm going to hit sub MOA, if I'm just going to get 1-inch MOA. I'm going to see what I got. I think I could probably get a 1/2-inch MOA, but we're gonna see what it's capable of tomorrow. I might work it out to about 500 or 600 yards, seeing how the conditions are outside. So one thing that I will say when I was shooting it today was the trigger on here is absolute garbage. It's definitely going to get replaced with probably with a Timney trigger. That was the only thing that I did not like about it today, was the trigger was just complete crap. Everything else was running great. It's just my biggest problem with this gun is probably the trigger. So that's the only other thing that I'll probably have done to it. Other than that, I'm completely happy with it. Shot great. No other malfunctions except for the magazine not going in and out. and the trigger was just absolute garbage. Other than that, all good. I'm definitely going to continue to shoot how it sits for now. Wait for that trigger to come in, replace it. It's just a drop-in. Shouldn't take long to install. Get back out on the range and get back to you guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.